Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Altitude Sickness Podcast. This is episode 6, and I am Tony, and as always, I am being joined by Matthew and Drew. How are we all doing?
Dandy.
Surviving.
Yeah.
Super Bowl was not fun to watch.
No,
I'm
it was
sorry,
not.
No,
Matthew, but it was
it
just not
wasn't.
fun.
Yeah, Matt, do
I
you have any?
enjoyed watching the Dodgers win the World Series more than watching that. That is really saying something.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal
Oh,
having to deal with that. But oh well. But at least the bright side is that it is now baseball season. Like not
that's true.
not quite, but it's the next big thing. So
That's exciting.
it is, and yeah, spring training. It's kind of like right around the corner. Like pitchers, catchers report this week and stuff. So we're getting close. So first thing that we have to talk about is like I said, spring training is coming up. So first off, yeah. So they catcher Rockies, at least the Rockies pitchers and catchers report this Thursday, February 12th. And then their first full team workout is next Tuesday, February 17th. So that's already like insane how close it is. And so I don't know why different teams have different like days that they report. Like I know I saw that the Royals they report a day earlier for both of them. I don't really know why. It might be something with their spring training day. Their spring training start day might be a different day, but I don't know. And then the Rockies' first day, their first game is on February 20th against the Diamondbacks. So that'll be cool. I know we hinted at this last week, Drew. We talked about a few problems that we have with spring training, just general things. And I mean, I think the big one has to be just really the only big thing that I've got a problem with. It's the fact that every game is not televised. They gave out a television schedule, and I don't remember how many it was, but it was like 10 of the 30 games or however many they play. 10 of the 25 games that they play are televised. Why I don't get that at all. I do not understand why that's that big of a deal. I mean, to me it makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, they're still generating revenue from the games.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a complete loss. And like, let's be honest, I don't think single A and low A and high A, I don't think those are the most profitable and lucrative things in the MLB.
No.
But like, I don't need a broadcast. I don't need every camera angle imaginable. If they just threw a camera in center field, or if they had a pitcher cam, like that's all I care about.
Yeah.
Because listening, I'm not much of a radio guy because I like to watch,
Yeah.
but listening to the radio can get old pretty
Mhm.
quick, and when you do it a few days in a row, it really starts to get kind of boring. So
Yeah.
I don't know why it's so difficult, because they own the fields, they play on it every single year. Just throw in one camera in center field and hire two people for production and call it a day.
Exactly. So Matthew just threw some of these in our chat here. So what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So 9 games are being televised.
Yeah,
That's
9 games are televised, and then
what's that? Like
most of the rest of them are going to be on KOA,
like
but
radio.
not all of them.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
No, yeah, there's going to be
I
a
don't think
few.
they're going to be playing every day, but
It's about
still.
it's about every day. There's going to obviously be a few off days, but like it's about every
Mhm.
day that they play. So there I
Yeah,
mean, and
looks
that's
like
how every spring
average.
training is. I think that's just a few of the games are just not going to get picked up, which just makes no sense.
Yeah, average looks like it's going to be like there's going to be a game to at least listen to every 2 days, and then a game to watch every 4 days or so.
Yeah, it looks like that's how it's going to be.
That's
Um,
okay.
well, lucky for us, one game that is going to be televised is the Team USA versus the Rockies. Um, so that'll be fun to watch us just get absolutely pummeled. Like,
It'll be fun. It'll be fun though to watch some of the young prospects like Charlie come up and face true great big league pitching.
yeah,
True.
That's the only positive I can think about it. and also think about how good the Team USA is this year.
I mean, I doubt that the Team USA will be full, like, it'll be their full normal starting lineup that they're going to have facing the Rockies, but even half that lineup will beat the Rockies, so it doesn't matter.
But, you know, we're supporting our country.
Yeah.
Have we speculated who we think is going to pitch that day?
Clayton Kershaw is going to throw. I guarantee it.
I would be shocked. I think I know that last time the Rockies actually also played Team USA in 2023 was the last one, because the Rockies have like the best spring training facility, and so they wanted to play there. But I don't remember who pitched then. I mean, I could honestly see Kyle Freeland wanting to, because he is so competitive. I could see him just being like, I want to pitch against them. Or I could see maybe, I mean, if it was Bud Black, he would throw like prospects in there and be like, "Good luck." Like, this is how this is how you get introduced, and it's like you are just gonna shatter all of their confidence. Where is the logic there? So I don't know. I have no clue. It's kind of hard to say. I could maybe see them honestly giving like Michael Lorenzen, because he's pitching in the WBC for Team Italy, I think. Like, I could see him getting a chance to throw. No, Team Mexico. Vodnik is on Team Mexico. I think.
It is Italy. My bad.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought Mexico.
Yeah, but
Not a very Mexican name. Yeah. Anyway.
Neither is Victor Vodnik. I had no clue. No clue.
I don't know. Vodnik sounds Russian to me.
He also, it sounds Russian, and I don't think he looks. I don't know, but I think it's his mom.
Wells is playing for who? The DR.
Who? Oh yeah.
Austin Wells.
Yeah. It's all. I don't know how they go about that. I think it's a whole thing. Like, it's just like where your parents are from, or like if they are half something, then you can play for whatever the team is. I don't remember. Like
Lars Nootbaar.
Yeah, like Lars, or
exactly.
Nolan Arenado, who played in 2017 on Team USA, and he is now playing for Team Puerto Rico, but he also could play for the Dominican Republic because his dad was Dominican as well. So, like, he could play in three different countries.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then getting into the spring training roster, I mean, is there anyone you guys are, like, looking forward to seeing, whether that be, a non-roster invite or, who's going to be on the roster? Currently, right now, I'm not just going to read through the names. There's just too many. I will note that this is the current on the Rockies like official pages. If you look at right-handed pitchers, it has Anthony Senzatella. It doesn't have Antonio. So they just haven't changed that. I guess they just haven't noticed. But so I think that's funny. But
I'm kind of excited to see Brennan Bernardino.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a lefty. The Rockies obviously lack that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be fun to watch. And then obviously Charlie Condon. Is
I think
probably
that's
the most excited. I'm the most excited for him.
I think that is very fair.
But then you have some other people like Troy Johnston, who's like we don't know what he's made of yet.
Yeah.
And so maybe that spring training doesn't show a lot of the time. We have to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But
I'm excited for TJ Rumfield and Jake McCarthy.
I was gonna say, I think the off-season additions plus Charlie Condon are, I think, the clear people looking out for them.
You know who I'm excited to see in spring training that's on this roster? Who's definitely going to play? Chris Bryant.
Yeah. No, I am fully expecting him and Jeff Criswell also is a right-handed pitcher. I am fully expecting, as soon as the roster opens to where you can do whatever you want, I am expecting those two to be thrown right on the 60-day IL.
Death taxes and Chris Bryant to the IL.
Yeah. I do not foresee Chris Bryant playing a baseball game in the year 2026. I do not foresee him playing a baseball game, honestly, for the rest of his life, as much as he's probably going to keep denying it. Like, at this point, I think the last, medical update that the Rockies gave out was in, November. and it was essentially like we have to work for him. We have to work to get him to a point of health where it is short-term health. That's the goal. It's not even to play baseball. It is short-term health. When that is the goal, baseball cannot be on your mind. And that's like apparent, like that's all he's thinking about, which I'm just like, dude, you can't be thinking that because I don't think it's realistic anymore. So
Cut.
I don't want him to. Yeah, I don't want him to die out there.
Yeah, because I think at some point it's a safety thing for himself. Like it's literally, it is quite literally like bad for his health to play baseball at this point. So, for a player that I'm looking forward to seeing, I have a few. I'm looking forward to Jared Thomas. He's an outfield prospect. I want to see what he's do. I like how he'll do. I also want to see. So this one's kind of a weird one. Cole Messina is a catching prospect that we've had. I think he's in Spokane right now. And so I've kind of always when we drafted him, I don't remember what year we drafted him, but I kind of like his outlook. It's just I think he needs to get on the I think he needs to start progressing a little bit better because I think he kind of slowed down in Spokane last year. But hopefully he'll be able to be good. And then I think obviously I'm excited. I'm really looking at Troy Johnston and then TJ Rumfeld. Like those two I'm looking at for sure. Like we still have Blaine Krim and maybe Blaine Krim can be good, or again we'll have the tandem of like Johnston and Blaine Krim as like a tandem, which I do find interesting that Troy Johnston is put in the infielder / outfielder / DH. So I guess he can play outfield. So that's cool. I don't think we'll play him in the outfield, but we already have so many outfielders. I do not think we need any more. So, but
maybe they don't have a place for just infield and DH.
I maybe not. Yeah, because Tyler Freeman's also in there, and then there's Willie. Willie Castro could actually play everywhere. But yeah. Other than that, I don't really have much else with spring training. I think we just kind of have to wait. We're going to start actually getting some news from stuff soon. And I guess as spring training really approaches, there's like a lot more lower leverage signings are going to be happening. So if the Rockies are going to do anything, it will be in the next 2 or 3 days. I do not foresee at this point. I do not foresee a position player being signed. I think if we sign anyone, it'll be a pitcher. Which I think is fine. We wanted, someone, but I do not think that the Rockies are really looking to spend a lot of money on a first baseman that realistically, if Condon can play well in the minors this year, will not even be here for the full year. So it's is that really worth shelling out probably over $4 million? And I don't think that they see that as being worth it. So, but yeah,
11 days.
11 days. Yeah.
11 days.
The countdown is official. It's officially
and 46 until opening day for the Rockies.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep. That is very, very insane. All right. So next up, this is kind of out of order on my thing. WBC rosters. We kind of touched this really quick. This I will just really quickly list out. So these are just Rockies that are on WBC rosters. So Antoine Jean, I think I probably butchered that, but that, and then him, and so he's a left-handed pitcher. He's a minor leaguer, and then Edward Julian. They're playing for Team Canada. Did not know he was Canadian. But that's fun, I guess. Outfield prospect Cole Carrig and then Troy Johnston are playing for Team Israel. Michael Lorenzen and Brennan Bernardino are playing for... No. Just Michael Lorenzen playing for Team Italy. Okay. I thought there was another Rocky playing for Team Italy. I might just be wrong. I guess not. Brennan Bernardino and Victor Vodnik are playing for Team Mexico. Willie Castro is playing for Team Puerto Rico. At this point, he's like the only player playing for Team Puerto Rico because they're having so many problems with the insurance crap, which I think is just so dumb. It's like that's insane that teams are just not willing to pay for the insurance. Like you can afford that.
Yeah, and it really sucks for Puerto Rico because that's just another team that can be competitive.
Yeah, like they
Like
were
if it, like not to be that, but if it were, I don't know, what's a good example? Great Britain. That happened in Great Britain. Like
yeah,
whatever.
I think that's why it's such a big deal is because they were a Final Four team last year. Like the Rockies, Team USA played them in the quarterfinal or the semifinals. Like I don't know, it is pretty annoying, honestly. But and the last two, Antonio Senzatella and Ezequiel Tovar are both playing for Team Venezuela, and so that's pretty fun. So at least the Rockies, we don't have any representation on Team USA, which is fine. They want to be good this year, so
good for the U.S.
Yeah, probably smart. So I'm gonna be watching for. I'll probably definitely be watching for Tovar because I want to see how well Tovar plays against like higher level. I'll definitely watch out for Victor Vodnik too because I like Victor Vodnik a lot, and then even Michael Lorenzen. Like I want to see how he's like how he's feeling going into this year playing for the Rockies. So I think that'll be cool. But that's kind of it on like World Baseball Classic rosters because that's also coming up. I mean, that's going to come up in the middle of spring training, so that'll be cool. That'll be fun to watch for sure. But all right, so next up, this one's going to be a pretty quick one, honestly. So the Rockies, I saw Baseball America, who does like a lot of places do their own rankings of farm systems, and Baseball America did their own ranking for farm systems, and they ranked the Rockies farm system 30th, so last in baseball. And I didn't read the article because I had to pay for it, and I didn't want to pay for it, and so I don't know why they're. I'm assuming it's just. I mean, I think the Rockies farm system is pretty bad. Like I mean, there's no other way around it. We have 2 top 100 prospects, one of which, at this point, Charlie Condon, he's not going to be on the top 100 next year. Regardless of what happens, I do not foresee him being on the top 100 next year. And Ethan Holiday, again, he's, I think, only on the top 100 because he was just drafted in the first round and is 18 years old. So, and I mean, I think the pitching in our prospect hall is obviously not great compared to other teams. And then I think our infield depth is not amazing. I mean, that's our thing is like think about the prospects that the Rockies have debuted in the last few years. You've got people like Aaron Schunk. You got people like I mean, I'm not like Michael Tollia he debuted in like 22, so he was a while ago. But even then, he was a highly touted Rockies prospect. You got people like Ryan Ritter. You got people like Adael Amador. You got people like Kyle Karros, who I mean, in their first years, were not game changers. Granted, I do not think they were highly ranked enough to be. They were not expected to be game changers, but that's not the point. And then I mean, even someone like Chase Dollander, who he was a top. Like I think he was seen by some people as a top 10 pitching prospect last year, and he was not good in the major leagues. Like he was good on the road, but at Coors he was so bad. And I have a note here that's just. That, I mean, you can notice this, that other teams feel the same way because Drew Romo, who for a very long time was supposed to be the catcher of the future for the Rockies, has been DFA'd, I think, 5 times this offseason, like 4 or 5 times by different teams. Because he was on the Rockies, he was DFA'd, he was claimed by the Orioles, he was DFA'd, he was claimed by the Mets, was DFA'd, claimed by the White Sox, was DFA'd, and then claimed by the Cubs or something like that. And then Yanquiel Fernandez, who the Rockies DFA'd last week, was claimed by the Yankees, and then he was subsequently DFA'd in 2 days. Or in like 3 days or whatever. And so it's just these these highly regarded prospects by Rockies front office people from the past are just clearly not like either living up to any expectations or are seen by other MLB teams as nothing more than just like fluke prospects. And I think that that's what all that Baseball America like ranking is showing, is that I think a lot of other teams and execs and people in baseball really see they take off their purple, what is it, the purple, what's the purple tinted glasses or whatever, yeah, and they see the Rockies farm system as what it is, not good. And so
You hate to hear that.
it sucks. I hate saying that, but it's, I mean, unfortunately, it is simply the truth. And hopefully with, Josh Burns and now Paul DePodesta, who they have good background, especially Josh Burns has good background in drafting and developing and scouting. And so does, quite a few of the other guys, like the assistant GMs. Both of them, I'm pretty sure, have backgrounds in scouting. And so hopefully with that, they'll be able to get us draft picks that can start living up to some expectations and start making our prospects rise. Because you would think with a team that has, performed as poorly as the Rockies have in recent memory, they would have at least a good farm system because they would be getting draft picks. But the draft picks that the Rockies have been getting have not panned out in any way. And so that's very unfortunate.
Yeah. Hopefully this new front office will figure something out.
Yeah.
Start looking for something that's going to work at Coors.
Yeah.
Not that Coors is the reason why they suck, but
I mean, at least pitchers wise, yeah. But I think a big thing, obviously, I think we've said this like 20 times, but like I think what the front office is currently looking at for hitters is contact over power, low strikeout, high on base. That's what you got to do for an offense. And I think that, and again, yeah, for a home environment that is as conducive to offense as Coors Field is, that's what you need, is hitters that can get the ball in play. And then inversely with pitchers, this is something that I have never ever understood that the Rockies have done, is they've always prioritized pitching to contact. Why would you prioritize pitching to contact at a place where contact is the worst, like it's the worst thing that could happen? Like Coors Field is where you do not want to allow contact because it will be put in play as a hit it is more likely to be a hit than everywhere else in baseball. Why would you want more of that? That makes absolutely no sense to me. I would think you would want to get people that have high strikeout stuff that can limit people on base. And no, we have always pitched, we have tried to get, and like people like Kyle Freeland, people like Antonio Senzatella, these guys that do not pitch, they can only pitch to contact. And then we give them extensions, and then they stay on our club for too long. And like, I love Kyle Freeland. Maybe he shouldn't be roped into that because he's actually been a pretty solid pitcher for his entire career with the Rockies. Antonio Senzatella, I do not feel the same way. Especially last year. But I don't know. Like that's always made me annoyed. That's always gotten me fired up. It just makes no sense, and that has been their game plan for at least the last 10 years, because that's all they have drafted and developed and looked for with pitchers. And like, it changed a little bit, I think, with Chase Dollander, but now they just got to develop him, and the former front office and everything in minor leagues did not really develop him great and did not get him to a point where he was going to be successful at Coors. And so I'm hoping with this new pitching staff, or the new coaching staff, like pitch coaching staff, like with Alon Leishman and everyone, I am hoping that they can figure something out with him to make him good. Because like, he was good on the road last year, and he was just, he had over a 9 ERA at Coors, and that's just not going to play.
Agreed.
Did not mean to go on a big
Yeah.
rant there, but that
No,
gets me fired up. That gets me mad. That gets me annoyed. So,
You're absolutely right.
yep.
not fair. Not fair that. I mean, it just sucks that we can't figure something out.
It's annoying that it like that classic line of the definition of insanity. That has been what the former front office and everything have been doing for the last like 10 years. They found it was probably someone like Ubaldo. He had like the one good year in like what was it 2010. He was very good in 2010, and they tried to find someone like that, someone similar to that, and they kept doing it until it didn't work in like 2014. And then they had another good year, possibly maybe it was like a Tyler Chatwood or someone like that, a Chad Bettis, someone like that, who probably doesn't have the best strikeout stuff, but has decent on like ground ball stuff, which you want ground balls when you have Nolan Arenado and Troy Tulowitzki and Trevor Story and DJ LeMahieu as your defense. So getting that is fine. And I don't think it hit them that, yeah, we do not have that defense anymore. So you can't keep getting pitchers that are going to allow contact like that. Because again, like last year, we were ranked so poorly in defense because partly because they were probably getting so many more ground balls and balls hit at them than other teams, but also just the fact that it was a weaker defense than Rockies teams in the past. And so, but it is what it is. Hopefully this new coaching staff will be able to do something. That's just the hope. And that is all we can do at this point is hope.
And your anger and feelings segue perfectly into the next topic.
Yeah.
I can start if you want.
Yeah, I'll let you go. I've talked for a little bit. I'll let you go.
So, MLB Now dropped their top 10 catchers list. Take a wild guess at who is not on there. Yes, it is Hunter Goodman. Why? I have no clue. I've only some other catchers got lucky, but I only saved 2 screenshots from what I took when this dropped last week, pretty much right after we finished the episode. So at the 4 slot, or like Cal Raleigh, Contreras, and Will Smith, that's fine. I'm not gonna fight that.
Yeah.
And Alejandro Kirk, because I love Alejandro Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of that list can leave. I don't know. So we're going to compare Hunter Goodman last year to Drake Baldwin. And before I even start, I don't care about getting hit with the, he's young card. This isn't a prospect list.
Yeah.
This is the best catchers right now. That's what the list is. Hunter Goodman was better in every single category except for on base percentage, and Drake Baldwin had a slightly higher OPS plus, which I love OPS plus and I use it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But when Hunter Goodman's better than in every single statistical category, it just doesn't make any sense. Well, why would he get the Silver Slugger over Drake Baldwin? That's a great question.
Yeah.
Second one, which has no argument whatsoever, should not even be on here, shouldn't be a discussion. Yainer Diaz, who is not super young either, so you can't pull that card. Hunter Goodman was better in every single statistic, except for the most important one for catchers, stolen bases, where they were tied with 1. Hunter Goodman had 1 whole win above replacement than Yainer Diaz, and also has the All-Star and the Silver Slugger. All-Star I'm not going to use because it had to be somebody.
Yeah.
So though a little bit of leeway.
Though in all fairness, I do still think
he deserved it.
He was going to get it regardless. Yes.
Yes. But the Silver Slugger just shows it. Not sure. I know I looked at a couple other guys on here that are being spared on this podcast, but those are the 2 screenshots I saved from last week. So it is complete bull baloney that Hunter Goodman is not on the list. You can take it from here. Right?
I wholeheartedly agree. Yes. I'm assuming that the reasoning part of it also is the fact that Hunter Goodman has not had much success until this year. But also in those years past, he was not mainly a catcher. So I feel like those shouldn't really affect his play this year. And again, if they're going to pull the, oh, fine, well, then he's only had 1 year in the major leagues, it's like, okay, well, so has Drake Baldwin, who, in all fairness, he did win the NL Rookie of the Year. But it's like, I don't know. And my big thing, again, is sure, maybe those guys are better than him, but like the fact that he's not on the top 10 is insane. How does he win the Silver Slugger and not be a top 10 catcher? I mean, there are also, not to mention that there are 2 Braves on this list, by the way. Sean Murphy had a pretty bad year last year, all things considered. That makes no sense. So the Silver Slugger goes for the best. It's the best hitting, in all fairness, not defensive. Best hitting catcher in the league, in like the National League and American League. So you're telling me that the best hitting catcher in the National League is somehow by just this list, and this could also not even be including other ones that could be ranked above him, is at least what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's the 7th best catcher in the National League.
Sorry. I took the time to actually look up and compare Hunter Goodman and Sean Murphy.
Okay.
Had 1.3 more WAR and was better than him in every statistical hitting category.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like Sean Murphy's, 22.
No,
he's 31.
He's pretty old. Yeah.
So yeah, I literally just don't get it.
I think that one for sure is a track record thing. I think the Sean Murphy one is definitely he's played well in the past, so we're going to give him it. But to me, I don't think that that's fair. I think it should 100% be based on, I think more should be skewed for this year. And if that's the case, then yes, like Drake Baldwin should be a top 10 catcher maybe, but not over Hunter Goodman. Like, I don't understand that at all. It makes absolutely no sense to me how Hunter Goodman is not on this top 10 list. And maybe I'm just getting this mad, this butthurt, because I know that there will not be another Rocky on any of these other top 10 lists. There just won't be. That's just the nature of it. Something I'd like to also see, I don't know for sure, I didn't look into this, that top 100 list that they came up with. So Hunter Goodman was ranked 98th or whatever, 97th or something like that.
Yeah, 97th.
So were there 10 other catchers in front of him on that list? I wonder. I don't know for sure. Are you guys looking it up?
Yeah,
I'm researching.
Research.
Okay. Because I don't know. That makes no sense. And I mean, I don't know. That's just really, really frustrating to think about, because it's like, how are you going to give him a top 100 spot? How are you going to give him a Silver Slugger, an All-Star, and not, and then he can't?
There are 6 catchers in front of Goodman, and 2 of them being 92 Shea Langoliers and Drake Baldwin at 96. So one slot, Hunter Goodman was 97. So one slot ahead of Drake Baldwin, or behind Drake Baldwin, but he is somehow more than 6 catchers away from Drake Baldwin.
There's Ivan Herrera at 98. He's below him.
So is Yainer Diaz on that list?
No, he's not.
That doesn't make any sense. I already think that a lot of these lists that they do is honestly just clickbaity. It's all for the clicks type of thing and for the reaction. But yeah, that's ridiculous. That makes literally no sense at all. That just does not make any sense.
Yeah, they really contradicted themselves with that one.
Unreal. The Rockies, the anti-Rockies bias strikes again. No, it's not.
Yep.
I mean, some of it probably is that, but who's going to complain? Us on our it's like they don't care. All that matters is that a Dodger is top 3. That's all that matters.
Yeah, correct.
True.
But
And a Mariner is number 1.
I mean, well, okay. I think Cal Raleigh being number 1 is justified.
Of course, Cal Raleigh was number 1. Like, he was amazing, but do you think he's going to have the same type of season this year?
No, but I do still expect him to be like a 40 home run catcher. Now, he's not going to hit 63 home runs again or whatever he hit, but I do expect him to still be the best catcher in the league. Yes.
I hope so.
Yeah. And I hope so. I hope that Hunter Goodman doesn't instantly take a step back and then make all of us eat our words. So that's the only thing.
We don't need a Nolan Jones.
No, I'm so... That's another thing, man. Just another thing is like with our prospects, they have the one good year and then they just struggle. And I just really hope that for once we can get multiple years of success from these guys. And that goes for Hunter Goodman. That goes for bounce backs from Ezekiel Tovar and Brenton Doyle. That goes for Jordan Beck to keep his thing going. That goes for Mickey Moniak to keep his thing going. Granted, he wasn't our prospect, but again, we're just hoping that we can keep him going. We're hoping that Tyler Freeman doesn't take a huge step back. And then pitching-wise, I mean, what?
Oh, sorry. Pitching-wise?
And then pitching-wise, I mean, I'm just saying, like, hopefully Victor Vodnik can keep stepping up forward. Hopefully Seth Halverson will stay healthy and go, like, have another good season. Hopefully Juan Mejia, hopefully, like, other pieces in the bullpen can be good. And then in the rotation, I mean, obviously, love to see Chase Dollander take a massive step forward this year. I'd love to see Ryan Feltner be healthy for the full year and have like his 2024 season, like stay healthy and have that season again. Hopefully Tanner Gordon can ride his success from the end of last year into this next year. And hopefully by doing that, we can keep Antonio Senzatella off the field.
Correct. Agreed.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
If nothing else, keep him off the field.
And I don't even mean to be so negative against the guy, but like, he's just not good.
He was bad.
He was terrible. He was the worst pitcher in baseball.
Even in his greatest starts.
Yeah.
He was getting mashed, and then they just happened to go into a glove.
Yeah. Yep. And so, but
hopefully some of our young or not so great players last year can maybe have some success this year. See if they can figure something out at spring training.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. For some reason, I like Kyle Karras a lot. I don't know why. Like, he's not like the greatest player ever, but I don't know. I feel like he's kind of... He seems like he could be a good player. I don't know.
I mean, he has a very good glove. He just got to figure a little bit out with the bat. It's same with Ryan Ritter. Both of them. I think they both have very good gloves. They've just got to figure it out with the bat at the major league level a little bit. Amador's got to figure out everything because everything at the major league level was wrong. And I do think part of that was he was thrust in there way too early. Like, he clearly was not ready, and yet the front office just kept him up at the major league level, which just that didn't help his progress at all. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, Zach Veen, maybe another good spring training and get some momentum going, because I think what really hurt him was he was so good in spring training and then didn't make the roster. That probably cut into his confidence a lot. And then he got called up eventually and then just was not good because maybe that stunt just stopped him, and that really hurt it. Like that, because that's the thing, is that yes, we're all looking at numbers, sabermetrics, all this stuff. At the end of the day, there's also like the human aspect of this. Like, these guys are they're people that have emotions, and they have to deal with this crap, with the grind of an MLB season, and being told, hey, after you were like the best player on our team in spring training, you're not making the opening day roster. I am sure was very not good to hear, and I'm sure that honestly just derailed everything last year. And so I'm hoping, because I still like the flair that Zach Veen plays with. I know you talk about that a lot, Drew. You like having that fire. He has a lot of that. He plays with that. It's just a matter of he needs to start playing better. And so, but I mean, that's all I've got with everything this week. It's a bit of a shorter episode, which, we've been saying every single week. So we actually did it this time. Be expecting, I guess, more. Maybe there probably will be more roster news, I would assume, next week. And then more, obviously, once spring training gets going, we'll actually have a little more things to talk about for the stuff that we either can watch or listen to. And so I'm excited. Like, I'm so excited for baseball. Oh man, I cannot wait. And soon we'll start getting into more of our, we have like the prediction episodes. We've got our win projection episodes and a few other things that'll be fun that we can help keep track of and just have a good time during the season too. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. I'm assuming you are.
Yes, it's very exciting.
Indeed.
I'm very excited.
Well, that's all.
It's gonna be a long couple of weeks with not really anything going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got hockey and NBA if you really want to watch it.
I mean, I'll watch hockey. Sure.
I'll watch. Oh yeah, I'll watch hockey. I'll watch hockey more than the NBA. Jokic is back at least, so. Yeah. But it doesn't really matter.
Last thing I have, go ahead and go on to Purple Row and read the rock pile from February 6th. It's pretty awesome.
It's a good one. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, whoever wrote that's a loser, so it's fine.
He's gonna be famous one day.
Oh, sure. He sure will. But
he's a Minecrafter.
That's true.
And Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he was. He's washed now. But other than that, I've got nothing else. You guys got anything? Anything for the good of the cause?
Nope. See you next week.
Yep. See you next week.
Yep.
And as always, go Rockies, and we'll see you later.